Hey, you guys, and welcome to American Culture. I've started a new series called The Undateable Man, and welcome to episode one. I started to do like a script and all that other good stuff to this episode, but then I got sidetracked and it wasn't working out very well. And I started to beat myself up and I said, you know what? No, I'm a new creation. I'm going to get this done. So, with that being said, we're just going to wing it. The thing is, what a lot of things people don't realize is that what makes a man undateable is very simple. He's simply not dating to begin with. Now, he may have a lot of women in his life. He may go places. He may even have a specific person that he likes to see on a regular basis. But hear me say this: not every man who takes you to dinner is actually dating you. You see, dating is not just this thing where I pick you and now I'm trying to make you my wife. A lot of people think that, but they're wrong. Dating is for you to be around multiple people, open yourself up to actually loving and caring and bringing this person into your life. But you're really supposed to be evaluating characteristics. Do I like how you respond when you have a lot of money, or how do you respond when you don't? You're paying attention to see, is this person going to be a tool to help you build your kingdom and your purpose with? But unfortunately, that seems to get lost in modern day dating society, dating culture. In fact, it's been dwindled down to kind of like swiping through a catalog. You, because of what your face looks like and what you've written down about yourself. Yeah, let me go ahead and try to see if I can turn you into a life partner. And people are doing that left and right. I was talking to somebody the other day who had been involved in a relationship for like 4 months, and he was totally bummed out that it didn't work. And he thought he had invested a lot of time. I said, sir, you could possibly live 40 to 50 more years. Don't you think it's a good thing that you figured out in 4 months this wasn't going to work? Do you really want to spend the next 50 years trying to? The answer is yes. Unfortunately, that's where the majority of us are headed. We're going to get with somebody we barely even know because we've invested no time in getting to know them, and then spend the rest of our lives just trying to make it work. Well, this series is really for the people who they don't want to do that. They don't want to date an undateable man. They don't want to date a man that's not actually dating them. They don't want to date the guy that's not trying to get to know them. They don't want to date the guy that's not trying to invite them into purpose. So the question is, how do I recognize them? And even more so, how do I stay away? Well, the answer to that, especially for you as a woman, is to recognize the types of characteristics it takes to be attracted to that type of guy. That's what this series is about. It's about recognizing that you're in a situation where you may be dating somebody who isn't actually dating you. He's not paying the slightest bit of attention to who you are, what you like, where you're going, what he can do with you, what he can build. And there's a multitude of reasons for that. They have nothing to do with you and how you're acting. The thing is, a lot of women, when they get involved with these undateable men who are actually not invested in who they are, they keep pouring in and doing more and thinking that if they can just, it never works out that way. Because to a man who has no intentions, he will mistake your response or your reaction to him as being some type of growth. He will mistake all of your changing, which is nothing. He will mistake all of the manipulating you're doing to yourself in order to give him a better result into actual change and growth. And you'll get stuck having to be a character in your own life, never really getting to flourish as who you're supposed to be if you're not careful. So again, I say that's what this series is for. It's to help people recognize that, yeah, I've been with somebody for a couple weeks, a couple months, even a couple years, and I've called it dating, but they're not actually dating me. And are in a relationship with a character I'm not sure exists. And so if that sounds like it's you, then buckle up, sweetie. This is going to be a great series. With that being said, that's kind of like the gist of episode one. I thank you guys for being along with me as I get it together. Everybody has to start somewhere. Everybody has to start somewhere. And I think I had been waiting for it to be perfect for a really long time. Not to say that I'm not there. My goodness, you guys, I'm impeccable. But I think I was waiting till everything sounded right, till everything looked right, till everything. It's not going to happen like that. Over time, I expect to be a fantacular. Did I just say fantacular? Spectacular host, fan of my own stuff, I guess. But that day is not today, even though it kind of is. I'm not like at the most pinnacle level that I see myself being, but I will get there. And I put this part in here as an encouragement to all you other little weirdos out there who are like, didn't think this is what life would be like in my 30s, but it is. So don't be afraid to just do it like Nike says and put yourself out there, make the videos. Over time they will become more and more spectacular, but nobody, is born walking. If you were, they think that was strange too. Have a blessed day, you guys.